Hey there guys, this is TEEJ here, or TJ, whichever one you wish to choose. Pick your poison. They all work. Now it has been, what, a week and a half since the last videos for every group on my channel. I woke up one random morning and boom. Throat gone and voice definitely hurt when I would speak. I don't know what that was all about. But it definitely got in the way of some plans because I had started doing a few little videos on the side I could no longer do. Because I need my vocals for that. Apologize for that. Not the getting sick part. Of course, can't help that one. But the updating for sure. Let's carry on with the video that we got here today. I was recommended this shortly before, a week and a half ago. I did hear that there's I want to say no music to it. don't quote me on that. I don't fully remember. All I know, it was this JIMIN's dancing to Stuck With You. The video, which is a complete surprise to me, is only about 1:30. Then again, it's about as long as a 3J dance, is it not? Alright, without further ado, as tubers would say, let's go and dive right into it, shall we? With a 3, a good old 2, classic 1, and bing!
I'ma get to know you better. Kinda hope we're here forever. Nobody on these streets. If you told me that the world's ending, ain't no other way that I can spend it. There's still in my hands. Greatest weapons in your hands. I can stay here forever. So lock the door and throw the key. Can't fight this no more. It's just you and me, and there's nothing I can do. I'm stuck with you, stuck with you, stuck with you. So go ahead and draw me inside, baby, run your mouth. That's the word, it's baby, it's stuck with you, stuck with you, stuck with you. I'm stuck with you, stuck with you, stuck with you.
Seems like we're going to be running this over a couple of times to a few. I want to get down what, like how he's feeling the noise. If anybody's seen that movie, Feel the Noise, that's an oldie but good, about dancing. I do believe it has a little bit of music in it, but about dancing. I always get them mixed up with August Rush, which is about music.
I'm stuck with you, stuck with you, stuck with you, baby. Nowhere we need to be. No. I'ma get to know you better. Kinda hope we're here forever. Nobody on these streets. If you told me that the world's ending, ain't no other way that I can spend it. There's still in my hands. Greatest weapons in your hands. I can stay here forever. So lock the door.
Not me sitting here with my mouth open the whole time. That's just crazy. If I'm on some kind of correct track here, I don't know. Alright, first of all, I feel like he's syncing his movement to like a different level of the instrument of the the JB song, the instrumental as he's going. Like the more obvious and focused dun dun dun, he'll like move this and then he'll move his upper body with the bass and he just keeps switching levels. I think his eyes were closed while he was doing the beginning there. I think it was I think it might have been fitting with the song because it was more of like a explanation for the song, and how he was doing it was more of a closed eye comfort sort of dancing. Sort of like you're waking up. You just do little things, then you slowly, rise. I think that's what he was doing on the floor there. That's how I take it.
I'm stuck with you, I'm stuck with you, I'm stuck with you, babe. You know where we need to be. No, no, no. I'ma get to know you.
Yeah, it's like he's laying in bed. Yeah.
Somebody on these streets.
And then the conjoining of hands. Okay.
If you told me that the world's ending, ain't no other way that I can spend it. There's time in my hands. It's back into my hands. I can stay here forever. So lock the door and
The flip twist was just, that's just extra pizzazz. It was needed, but it wasn't needed, if you know what I mean.
can't fight this no more. It's just and there's nothing I can do. I'm stuck with you.
There's nothing I can do. I feel like that move was his way of attaching his dance to the lyrics. There's nothing I can do. That's where you just move every piece of your body and get really loose, as like a way of saying like, they're like, you can't dance, or like a High School Musical scene. I can't dance. I know you can. They're like, oh, you can't dance. You're like, oh, I can dance. I can. You know, you start just moving your body. I feel like that's what he was doing there. There's nothing I can do. And then he just started wiggling.
I'm stuck with you, stuck with you, stuck with you.
Then he's like, it's kind of like I'm stuck with you in a happy way. Like, I'm glad that I'm stuck here. I like that. The movements that was definitely in sync with the lyrics 100% for me. I like that. I didn't quite catch that the first time around.
And try me inside, baby, run your mouth. That's the word it's really. It's stuck with you, stuck with you, stuck with you. I'm stuck with you, stuck with you, stuck with you.
And just like it starts off, well, for me, how I mentioned, it was sort of like he was, moving his fingers and whatnot, and it was, gave this feeling of getting out of bed, then the conjoined hands where he like would lean over, and that's where you would see your partner. By the way, he was laying on the ground. If you just picture a bed underneath him, you're like, oh, okay, I could definitely see where your TEEJ is getting this. It's almost like all that happened, sort of like a music video with a story. Getting out of bed, you start dancing, you do these lyrical dances to the song, and then at the end of the song, it's just winding down. You just go back to square one, and you lay back in bed and go to sleep. So it almost ends like it starts. This, I see, it's not a complete flip. He's just kind of like laying here, almost like you're creating snow angels, that kind of joy. Like, we've all seen those movies where the kid's just like, laughing, creating snow angels.
Snow angel!
And a mix of, what should I say? I can't think of a scene. Oh, we'll just use RM's music video for Wildflower. How at the end there he was sort of like laying in the field, and he had that smile, like he was at peace, you know? I'm trapped, but it's a good feeling. There's joy in that, and this position that I'm in brings me peace. Again, I just picture a bed underneath him, and he's just laying back in bed after doing all that. His position, the way he's laying in, you can kind of, like, you know, we've all plopped on the bed and just been like, what a long day, you know? Bunch of bullshit or stress, or maybe you just have a lot of errands to run, who knows? That sense of relief that goes along with it. That's his posture here. All right, don't kill me. Now that I've seen all that, I'll watch it again. All right, now that I have all this in my mind, I'm going to watch it through with what I've figured out for myself here. So this will give it that extra emotion. Sort of like songs. You listen to it, it's great, but then you listen to it again, then again, you start picking off different things, and it has a different feeling. The feeling evolves as you listen to it. That's why I'm getting this dance here.
I'm stuck with you, stuck with you. No, no, no. I'ma get to know you better. Kinda hope we're here forever. Somebody on these streets.
The streets walking.
That the world's ending. Ain't no other way that
Told you this. The clock? Okay. I love that. I told you learn new things. I didn't even notice the walking on the street thing. But or the clock. But in my head I was just like tutting. That was it. This time around I was kind of looking for his facial expression. How it was changing. And I couldn't notice much, honestly. I sort of got this feeling accompanied with this last minute thought that maybe it's best that way. The situation that the dance and the song are talking about. Dancing isn't speaking, but you get what you guys know what I'm talking about when I say, you know, the dance speaks to you. But it's sort of a blurry situation. You're just kind of going along with the ride, hoping. So I think that might go well with the eyes being hidden a lot of this dance. You know, the bangs are straight down instead of pushed to the side. It gives that same uncertainty of the song. I'm stuck with you, I love this, I love you. But I don't know where this is gonna go. I don't know where it's gonna lead. I don't know the destination. All I know is that we're on this road together. That's the dance. You're following along with the dance. It's you and the dance. And then you look for the facial expressions. You're like, I don't know too much going on here. The bangs just kind of make it covering the eyes. So I can't see him like squinting, or maybe that was planned. Who knows? Either way, solid video. Obviously there wasn't a song today. It was just this dance, but yeah, I do still hope you guys enjoyed it. I did, for sure. I like figuring out things like that. Though I always feel like I'm completely wrong, but I feel like I don't know, I just pick up things my way. Who knows? Yeah, feel free to help me out in the comments if there was a direction that he was going for in this dance, if he said anything about it, or if anybody's actually heard the song. I actually haven't heard the whole song, to be honest.
And with that being said, I'm gonna leave it there, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace!
Oh yeah, speaking of JIMIN, I was at work, and I was on break. I was noting down some things. Those little side videos that I mentioned earlier at the beginning. I was noting down some things for those, and at work, usually it's like the simple ones that everyone knows, that, you know, like butter will come on, you know, every now and then. But it was first time I've heard it in the restaurant. It was JIMIN's Who. And bro, I perked up like no other. I was just chilling, you know, writing those. Then all I heard was, I was like, huh? Then like, as I was eating, I was like, hey. I was getting hyped. But he's like, what are you doing? And I was like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's JIMIN, can't help it.